By day, I'm a mild-mannered accountant, but my friends say, by night, I'm the she-wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, so I realize I didn't tell you what options are. All right, so basically it's a gamble. Everything's a gamble in the stock market. Somebody's saying, I bet it's going to go down, and somebody's saying, I bet it's going to go up. So a call option is a bet in favor of a stock. So let's say I want to buy $80,000 worth of Tesla stock, and I only have $8,000. That's not the typical thing. Schwab will probably be pissed at me that I talked about this like this, but or somebody, the SEC. But really, I feel like it's the poor man's stock market to be able to trade options. It's a gamble, though. It's way more of a gamble. But an option is basically one person says, I'll bet it's going to go down, so I'm going to sell a call option. So they get the money. They get 10% of the price of the stock, pretty much. I'm just talking in generalities. Like a 30-day option is like, okay, in 30 days, here's your option. In 30 days, you can buy the stock for this price. So they set a price, $800 for Tesla, let's say. If the stock goes to 801, those options are worth $1 a share. If the stock goes to $7.99, those options are worthless because you wouldn't pay an extra dollar to buy the stock. So you don't have to cash them in 30 days. You can cash them in 5 minutes. You can change your mind. The person who's selling it has the responsibility to just keep it out there until the 30th day. But they make a steady income because mostly people are wrong and they're getting that 10%, 10%, 10%. And there are these big organizations that do a lot of this, or big investors that do a lot of this selling. And it's a lot riskier to sell it because if the stock goes up to $900, they're going to have to buy the stock at $900 and deliver it to me at $800, which means they lost $100 a share. So instead of making their 10%, which is $80 a share, they're paying $100 a share. And it's infinite how high the stock could go up, so they have an infinite loss potential. So I hope that explained it fully. You go on your trading website, like I belong to Schwab, and the reason I do is because I used to have a lot of accounts. I had E-Trade and Scottrade and TD Ameritrade and Kitty, and I had one which was a very complicated trading platform, TradeStation. I could see all the trades going through on TradeStation, and I would put orders on different platforms, and I would see the orders coming through. Oh, I put 200 and there it is. And it traded for $350, right? And then I noticed my broker would charge me $375, you know? And different brokers they basically make their money that way. You put in an order and they say, oh, we got your stock for $4, but maybe they got it for $3.99, and that 1% is the commission they're paying the market maker on the floor of the stock exchange. Well, I think the market makers are actually another division of their own company. I'm not sure. So basically I was watching these trades go through, or maybe they're outside companies, but basically these smaller companies don't have the clout to get good deals from market makers, I think. So what I saw was that of all my trading platforms at that time, which was 15 years ago, Schwab got the best price for me. So then I just decided, okay, fine. I'll just go with Schwab because this is too complicated having all these accounts. And then the other thing is, I do all my trading on a phone app. I don't have a big array of computers. Really the key for me is more knowing the stock, knowing when it's going to go up and when it's going to go down, recognizing patterns. And you don't need complicated software or some experts telling you what to do for that. You just need like good instincts and be able to push the trigger really fast. So I got my phone, you know, maybe I'm autopilot, push the button, or maybe I'm at my lunch break and push the button, you know. It's going up, it's going up, it's going up so much, and it's 20 minutes before the close of the market. I'm thinking, people will sell and take their profit. I better sell it. 5 minutes later, it's like crashing, and I sold mine, you know. You don't need a fancy app for that. You just need like instincts. So, I mean, you don't need like computer arrays and a lot of computing power. So you can do this. I basically just listen to Jim Cramer and the guys on Wall Street at 5:45 in the morning, and I can hear in their tone of voice. They don't always say what's going to happen. They don't always say how scared they are or whatever. But you can hear their tone of voice and little side comments, and you can kind of grasp the nuance of what kind of day it's going to be. You can also watch the first 6 minutes of the stock trading, and that'll give you clues about what kind of day it's going to be. And also I like to listen to Mad Money at 3 in the afternoon and listen to Jim Cramer, and the first 10 minutes. I don't have an hour. I just listen to his first 10 minutes, and I got a picture of the general stock market, like how that day went, why, what's coming up. So this is something anybody can do, really. I'm a housewife, you know. I'm an accountant by day, you know. I'm a mom. And don't think that you can't do the same thing I'm doing. You just need to believe in yourself and practice. See you next time.